Welcome to 24 Astro. My name is Alva, and today I want to talk about Aquarius as the stereotypical archetype. And of course, when I talk about archetypes, what I'm talking about is the broad sense and the historical symbolism behind the star sign and how it can manifest in an ideal case, but everyone's journey is different depending on the whole chart. The archetype of Aquarius is originated in the Greek mythology story of Ganymede, which is a human who was kidnapped by a god named Zeus, who took up Ganymede from his beauty. He selected Ganymede from the earth to come up to the skies of Olympus and pour water on the gods. From this story we accumulated different interpretations and come forth to the story of Aquarius as the truth bearer or water bearer and a pour of knowledge. Aquarius being the 11th sign of the zodiac wheel and also the most evolved air sign of the three. So we have Gemini, which is kind of this early enthusiastic changing ideas with people, this very like Aries, not so far from Aries. If we look at the archetypal wheel or the zodiacal wheel as the archetype of a human soul's evolution to oneness, and we have Aries, this head first like fire spark of life, and then it goes through the whole zodiac sign, and Gemini being as kind of like this early egoic spark of creation, going and feeling itself outward and exchanging ideas and wanting knowledge. And then we have the next air sign being Libra, who is more focused on interpersonal relationships and growth from exchange of thought forms and this harmony, this needing of harmony with people and wanting and distributing harmony to other people as they have gathered that is necessary for the individual to flourish. And then the next sign being Aquarius, who is now integrative with the Libra concepts and takes it even further. They think about the big picture. So what Aquarius then has as a different thing from the other air signs is this zoom out effect that Libra and Gemini doesn't have. How this can be remembered then is through, if we think about the story of Ganymede, you can look at it as the gods selecting these types of humans as the interconnectiveness from the godlike state, which is more like Pisces, but then giving it down to the earthly realm by the form of air, of communication, of thought and ideas. And Aquarius is very much like up here with the gods, so they always have this futuristic like needing to pull humanity forward, but still wanting to remain that human in the realm of gods. So there's still this like need for individualization with the Aquarius. This is kind of like the explanation of why Aquarius is so involved with the distribution of thought form. they are this bridge between the higher and the lower. So what I think about when I think about Aquarius is the transmitter, the channel almost, but mostly with concepts, as they are an air sign and not this like Piscean oneness who creates by art and so forth. I like to think about Ganymede as chosen, since it is kind of that feeling an Aquarius has. They have this god complex that's very like talked about in astrology, but it serves them right to think in that way, because they have this entitlement instilled in them from their incarnation basically. And it's like you can be careful so you don't get like carried away with this, and humbleness is always a good lesson for any human being. But still the Aquarian mission is to experiment and drive humanity forward, and they can still do this without this like oh, I'm sorry if you hear like a crackling in the background. I have a fireplace next to me. But it's possible to be an Aquarian and still have this sense of, I believe in this thing, let me present it and carry it forward, and not really being super identified with if people believe in your vision or not. There's this beneficial thing for Aquarian if they can kind of balance the drive for the reform or the innovative revolutionary idea that they have. It's better for them if they can kind of separate themselves in some way, and not think about themselves like chosen, in a sense that I am special, I am better than other people, and therefore my idea should rule. That's like very shadow side. So maybe like if you recognize that thought pattern in something you believe in a like activist movement, if you have that like really rigid fixed quality like Aquarius can have, it's good to check yourself, because no one is better than anyone else. So that's like literal fact. I love Aquarius as a sign, and I'm biased because I have an Aquarius sun and Mars in Aquarius, but still it's a good sign, and a very humanitarian sign, and very like friendly and social, and very empathic as well, since they get a rap for being cold, and sure they can be, but they're definitely not that cold or that like detached from humanity's suffering, because that is basically their fuel. That's what drives them. So they have this empathy, but there need to be this kind of like egoic sense still in them for this ego movement, for this god complex to be the driving force. Because if they're just Pisces, if they're just like this Piscean empathy towards all and just loving energy, seclusion, like merging and not having enough boundaries, there wouldn't be this forward drive that Aquarius can have. So there's definitely an explanation for all the zodiac signs and for their missions, So it's not like anything is worse or better, it's just how it is. So thank you for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video, and like if this was insightful to you. Bye!